Now then, one is working. Let's see if the other one will work too. So was lucky. I always do like to make sure, just in case. My mistrust of all things. I check nature is still wasn't even very much justified, but well, it's another. Oh, another basket. Did we sure not open too much? Call me old-fashioned if you mind. It's not an untrue statement after all. Seemed boring, which means I can let the other one quickly. Yeah, no then. Everything seems to be somewhat loading. It's always a good sign. And now we go like grub. And at some point in the near future, we should actually get a visual. Now then, welcome. Welcome back indeed. A bit more trails, because, well, I feel in a relaxed mood, and I do like to play relaxed games when I feel like this. Also, we have almost finished this area off, so I kinda would like to, well, get it over with, basically. As for last time, you might remember, we looked for clues, basically, to find out where and who actually kidnapped the good old professor, the little teacher's grandpa, and, well, we got some suspicions that maybe, just maybe, Leyston Fortress might be involved in this nonsense, as I kinda gave it away by having a rather obvious malfunction that could, of course, be very much caused by our beloved little black orb thingy. And so we decided to be very much sneaky and go inside there. Yeah. Before we do that, of course, we shall do what we usually do. Maybe take a nice little trip and talk to the people and see what has changed since last time. Greetings, Brazers. Heard from Murdoch. Well, I haven't heard everything, but it's time for the rescue. I'll be waiting for the safe return of both the Professor and the Capel. Do your best. My aid you watch over you all. You just want your computer back. Honestly, if I had to take an educated guess, you just want it back because, well, easy pawn access, I suppose. Actually, I don't know if that is the thing already, but let's just say it doesn't take long. Humanity. What a great species we are. Deep, 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 deep. Where's Agatha? I told him. Hey, right here, Doc. Just wanted to get out and stretch my legs a little. And work out. A little. Stretch, relax, work out. Insane, Agatha. You're insane. I give up. Well, you British are supposed to know your limits. Do what you like. Just be careful. I'll do what I can to stay out of your clinic, Doc. Thanks for everything. I mean, for somebody who just recently got poisoned and sent into basically a coma, he's pretty damn well up. If you got to tell some little white lies to get proper research funding, but yes, amateur liar. And I've got to finish my work on that sneaker project, make some kind of production model to show off. Kind of like this everywhere, isn't this? My thesis for next term is going to move from the plants to the greenhouse design. Of course, I have nothing even planned, so I'll just throw a bunch of numbers on a page. What kind of weird plans I can come up with next. Somebody was so against dealing with fucking tomatoes. Yeah, Ponty's found his love for, well, greenery in general. Not a bad state to be in. You do have to have a full team. Makes me feel all nice and powerful. The other guns I'm currently working on are fully balanced and incredibly hard to use. But if I could get them onto the market, they'd be a bestseller for sure. Performance versus usability. A difficult choice. May as well try for both. Well, I mean, if you can, as an engineer and slash designer, that would be ideal. But I say, this has been the first meeting that's ended well in a long time. At least, ended with a feeling of some real progress. I just finished a meeting about the new orbital engines. I was overdoing it a bit with the anxiety attack about my idea block. Can't seem to find the paperwork anywhere. Really believe we need to rethink the filing system we use here in the factory. Yes, you should probably... Well, and that's a nice little theme, isn't it? To digitalize everything. Or to make it easier in the long run. It feels like something big is going to happen again. I don't say. Chief Murdoch's left for somewhere. All the repair crews are running around. It's so busy. Yeah, guess that's not for everyone. Excuse me. Only my little throat and or slash lungs had for a moment decided to try and murder me again. They'd never learned a lesson. Please, be sure the professor comes back safely. Peter, you take extra care too. Thank you, Mabel. Natty here has taught me all about the dangers of trying to overextend my capabilities. By quite literally taking a bullet for you. I mean that, quite literally. You know, once my sisters get a little bigger, I'm getting out of this place. I'm going to get into a single factory, start at the bottom and learn to build airships. I'm good with mans, so my mom ought to understand. Yeah. Depends. What happened over there? It looks like the factory ship crew are all getting hustled out of here. Was there some kind of accident somewhere? Technically speaking? Time to close up shop. You sold a good lot stocked up on plenty of goods. Little Charles looks like he finally wants to do something with himself. Yes, he wants to become an engineer. Which, you know, depending on who you ask, is a good and or bad choice. Very much depending on how you ask. Someone called for Faye, and she went off somewhere. For some kind of emergency call for the factory ship, I think. You don't say. You don't say indeed. And then let's go back to the checkpoint. I think this is actually one of the last times we actually get some free roam of the size area. So it would be, you know, ain't a bad to not actually make use of it. Also, we should probably stop at the hot spring village and get some free CP healing, because, well, we gonna need that. Is it just me or is the tunnel absolutely free of no, it's not free of enemies, I was about to say. Damn it. Well, not that I care, we are pretty damn well leveled for this particular area. But that would mean. Yeah, kinda missed that. Somewhat horribly even. Tutor doesn't understand the concept of a safety distance to an explosion. Let's heal ourselves, because I don't think Elmo actually heals your HP, it just heals your sheepy. Oh, ouch. Something in my nose hurts. That's a good sign. Feels a tiny bit like somebody punished me. And since nobody did actually punish me, I probably punished myself on sleep or something. A strange feeling to wake up to. Or awaken to? I don't know. Both of seem pretty fitting. Just started recently. Oh, I wasn't expecting the inspections to be called off so quickly. We're already back to standard security procedures. I haven't been briefed, but I guess that means that the criminals have been caught. Either that or that the military is highly involved in the matter. Wouldn't that be fun? Looks like the orders come down to call off the inspections. I hear the suspects haven't been captured yet. Just let people pass like normal. What good will that do? Wonders for traffic, actually. Right how it looks, the chief doesn't tolerate any gold brickering. It sure doesn't look like he's really happy about these new orders. Oh well, even if we don't like them, we'll still carry them out. Oh, son of a bitch, I'm too pissed off for words. You spoke many of them already. Come on in. As you can see, the inspections are complete. I do have to wonder if it's really wise stopping them so soon. Yeah, probably not mine. But don't mind me. What do I know? I'm not a military man. A military lass. One Professor Kins came by a little while ago, and he was in a real mood, yelling like mad. I can only imagine how angry he really is, but I wonder what it is that finally pushed him over the edge. Sleep division. Probably. The fact is, we've received orders to cancel the inspections. Obviously, I'm not entirely happy about this. Orders are orders. It's not our place to judge them. Same goes for those upstairs. Yeah, not really. The ones upstairs actually make the rules. If they say stop, you stop. And how the military is supposed to function. Which, well, first and foremost is free of judgment, honestly, from what I see. Any large organization needs some sort of hierarchy, otherwise it tends to be a horrible mess, to put it fucking mildly. And the military, since it does have a tendency to send its people into, well, rather harrowing situations, does need even more of a clearly established hierarchy to work off. Otherwise, horribleness. Bam. Bam. Who needs safety distance when they have a cannon? Works like a charm, doesn't it? Now then. I think to continue, so we just need to pick up the special skin thing from Tita's house, which is why we're gonna avoid that one house like the plague, and do everything else. What? The Royal Guard were here? Squaw. Why is that a squaw? Asked lots of people and they all say they saw soldiers in blue at the factory. And saw them too. I never did trust those puffed up guardsmen. That said, I saw where men in blue soldiers' uniforms. Didn't say Royal Guardsmen. Very important distinction actually. I think the people responsible for the attack were really Royal Guardsmen. Yeah, no, that doesn't make much sense. Yeah, all the people are too busy talking to even look at my flowers. Well, that's to be expected. Just quite the ordeal. Looks like another busy day. Speaking of busy, Raymond just came running up here like a madman a little bit ago. He said to get a factory ship out of here in a hurry. Yeah, it must have been a pain. Probably yes. Hey, well, you guys look busy. Just in order to get our factory ship in the air. It's a madhouse. The factory ship's being sent out of port. Now they're supposed to go to Leyston, but flying out ahead of schedule. I know something happened out there. Hopefully we can actually lie our way through that, because we will have to have some justification, eh? Hi, are you ready yet? You still need a little more time to finish. Okay, well, yeah, I guess I've just finished all of our takeoff preparations. You ready to leave? Come back and see me. Yeah, we need that, that mumbo-jumbo thingy. Basically a scanner blocker. What would be a better term for that? Back of the measures? I don't know. The world grows by building out, not just building up. Need to invent a thing that everyone has use for. Like how they did in the Orbital Revolution, using the Zeptune to invent ordnance. Yeah, but that's once in a century, maybe even longer. Kinda invention, isn't it? That ain't gonna come flying around every 10 years or so. Father Vixen, thank you for that medicine. Oh, hello, teacher. May I hand it after your current job is done? Medicine? That's correct. Father Vixen has made the medicine we gave you. Is that right? Sorry for the trouble. You suck at showing gratitude, you know that, Agatha. Or can you just say thank you? Pots and kettles are still. Be careful what you say. You raise us something else if you're able to be up and about so soon after getting so high a dosage of poison. Don't overdo things. Yeah, that's good advice for your body. Me, I'm fine. Yes, anyway, let's go. Oh yeah, we should go. See you, Father. Yes, goodbye. Teacher, stay strong. Yes, Father. Peace and medicine worked. Father Vixen is quite a wonder. Sometimes it seems as though he's able to save anyone. I think maybe it's important for the church to expand its wisdom like that. Hasn't the church basically hold a freaking monopole on the whole medicine still, pretty much? At last, it's keeping time. As long as this old clock's ticking, I reckon I will too. I mean, if I ain't around to watch the old girl, who will? Probably the next best fellow to pass by. See if we have any new quests while we're at it. Of course not. Take that machine Tita told you about as well. I collect all the data about the ways that I can. I mean, you know, it's probably a pretty well guarded secret. You know the guy I hired as my last bodyguard, right? What's his name again? Was it Zon? No? Wan? What was it? Oh, that's not right. It's Wong, wasn't it? Pretty sure you hired Wong. I think it'd look better if you move those cans over there. A little to the left. Oh, did he? See that the way I told you to. This is boring. Can't believe Rosa actually enjoys doing this. I know how it is, kids, to each their own and all of the good shit. Hello there. Here at Bell Station we have anything you might need. Hello. From the Bell Station. Finally started sounding like actually running a business. I treat you like a freaking customer. I can get behind that idea. I got nice pictures. Maybe I should go ahead to the next location. Should call my editor. Little Dorothy, always busy. We had to talk to her. It looks like she doesn't quite get what I first told her. Also had problems dealing with people from Zeiss. I think they're trying their best. This room is clean! Clean! Oh, for the other rooms. Your soul is mine, dust! Wait, I need to calm down. Time to bring it down a notch. She's trying her bestest, okay. Then again, you know, a good bit of enthusiasm while doing a job is, well, quite frankly, not a bad thing. Most people would actually agree that that is a good thing. Here's something else, Ben. Looks like the only thing you work today is your job. Hey, I just finished lunch rush. Would you like an extra bitter tomato sandwich? Hey, pass. Phew, finally lunch hour is finished. Things should be quiet now until dinner time. Yeah, I guess in the food industry you would always have certain rush hours. Comparatively speaking. Then we should go to Tita's house. Yes, fair. She just doesn't want to keep Pixley. Well, you know what they say about the mad scientists and all of that. I guess you could say it's just not her strong suit. Maybe this morning Carl came into the store and said, I get what Stein means now, and left. Didn't think Carl ever said that about Stein. Maybe he's right? Maybe he is. Product descriptions suck. Rate of fire, accuracy index, projected runtime. Also try. True, but you're supposed to actually there's a whole freaking law about what you need to actually write down for your customers to be able to read. I received notice from Hugo that they decided to add a new member to the Orbital Engine research team. And it's a young woman, but it's not like age or gender actually matter, as long as you've got the skills. I mean, just look at Professor Russell. Textbook case of no age discrimination there. You know, I haven't seen Professor Russell lately. Ah, strange that, isn't it? But yeah, technically, I mean, that's how it should be in an ideal society, yeah. Everything should be decided by your own abilities. And then some asshole's gonna be like, but that's very bad for people who don't have skills now, is it? Yeah, that's the point. If you judge people solely based on their, well, abilities, then quite a few people, the more, well, general, mediocre, mid-shift of people, is probably going to feel somewhat pissed off. Which is why we have a bit of a mixed bag, don't we? Civilization-wise, at least as far as I'm aware. There are lots of people who have, I want to put it nicely, around mediocre, in some cases even quite a bit lower than just that amount of skills in the field they're working in, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad. Actually speaking, take a bunch of them and you will still get decent results. So, you know, can't all be geniuses. Which is why, you know, just judging of skill is not really how it works. Then again, you know, lying yourself in a certain position, for example, would also be considered a skill, wouldn't it be? Not the good skill, mind you, but the skill nonetheless, I'd say. Hey guys, you got it. You're pretty good for a guy on his deathbed. Yeah, like a little thing like that will slow me down. yeah, I guess not. Gotta keep it up though, otherwise old heavy blade he'll get angry. Can't have that. Good enough. Can't just wait. Got places to go. Right. I'll leave the process to you guys. I'll screw it up now. Thanks, Dad. Good luck with those juniors. Well, we'll do the best we can. 110%, I promise. Okay, I'm counting on you. I knew switch over you. Find praises everywhere. Yeah, inspection's over. I wonder what happened. Well, it's not like they need to give us a reason. As I said, we don't have to do it anymore. It was dull. I mean, we still haven't caught the terrorists yet. We cancelled inspections. I don't get it. Soldiers don't need to understand their orders. Only carry them out. All for the good of the kingdom. Yes, I know. Any large organization needs a certain amount of hierarchical order. Yes, very good. Works pretty well. We have tried and tested it a million times. I'm going back to the Republic. I decided to go back by airship this month. Really nice landing port in Gransel, which is where I'm headed. I'm on a budget though, so I decided to walk to the capital. Suspension of inspections is a direct order from High Command. Job is to follow orders, not to question or judge them. We order to continue our patrol activity, for safety. Shipped him so suddenly. We haven't caught anyone yet, so what was the point? Yeah, makes you wonder, doesn't it? I'm glad the inspection's over. That Private Jules though, all tall and straight. Yep. It's just something about men at work. Yes, they make great music. At least, a bit. Thank goodness, everything finally seems back to normal. Still, won't stopping inspections so soon have an effect on the investigation. Certainly not privy to the military's thinking, but it does worry me a little. They've stopped inspections. Did they already catch those criminals, I wonder? I don't remember seeing anything about it in the email news. Welcome, have a seat. They sure stopped those inspections quick enough. Doesn't bother me as a way, but I hope it don't hurt the investigation any. And that's the problem. The military tends to keep to itself, and it doesn't really like to talk about its decision-making processes. I don't know why, but all the inspections have stopped. Sounds like the chief hasn't been told the entire story yet himself. Oh, they won't tell me. Yeah, why would they? You're quite literally a civilian. The racers are a lot closer than the average civilian to the military, and even they will probably hear shit all about it. Technically, probably even less, because they are considered somewhat of an not hostile, but also not completely neutral team, basically. Another team. I still got through gate inspection so quick. Smooth sailing now. I'm in, just like a pledge. I smell terrorism. I'm so glad I got it alright. Well, the service inspection were a bit nerve-wracking. The man was so sweet. Yeah. Will those people ever finish? What? Busy right now. Take your questions somewhere else. Apparently the decision to just stop with the inspections sits rather poorly with, well, at least the low stratum and the mid stratum of the military. Does make you wonder, doesn't it? Because if nothing has been... I mean, at least, you know, when you do something like this, at least come up with a nice cover story. Bribe the freaking presses with some nice monies and give them a nice story about how you caught some culprits and how inspections are not any longer necessary. Instead of just stopping them and making everybody question your sanity. Last night I saw an airship I've never seen before, flying in the western sky. Thought it might have had something to do with the incident, so I reported it. Inspections are over, so we probably won't be doing any more terrorist investigations. Yeah. Yes, we... After our nice little round tour, shall become very sneaky, and then there comes the one part in the game where the game is very much an asshole to you, and I will with glee explain to you precisely what I mean. But don't get me wrong, this game is, as far as game as holishness is concerned, a very, very mild offender. And that's fucking putting it absolutely correctly. There's no other way to saying it. Because the only way this game tries to be somewhat mean to you is a very, very mild case. Other offenders, oh my. Oh my. They do a lot more horrible things. Now, going to Fort Leyston has no purpose because there's no one there. I can tell you that much, and they're not gonna just let us waltz in. Like, hey, embrace us, we would like to take a look around. Do you mind? And the military will be like, yes, we actually would mind. Very much so. Turbo button. No. Let's murder every little creature in existence. Boom! Ah, one has to love Tita's little cannon powers. Yeah. That's got the bad touch. We're all just mammals anyway, isn't it? Well. Now then, up to the nice hot spring resort to get our final nice amount of healing going. Then, that was it. Actually, there's also the border to the Republic that we can visit. To be fair though, I will actually miss this ice region. And, well, I also know about the next region. The next region, which is the Grand Cell region, as to no one's surprise, is, how to put this mildly? It is chock full of people that have, basically after every little single thing you do, new dialogue. And honestly, I don't mind that. It's actually part of the charm of the game, that every NPC is basically having his own little, you know, life story playing out, while you run around like an idiot. Now, if you played like me, and you talk to every NPC with, well, basically whenever they have actually some new nice dialogue, you will kinda end up in a situation in Grand Cell where it's like, okay, this be nice, but very much time consuming. It's actually the whole reason why it kinda got a bit stuck playing this, because I actually can't find a good system of how to do this. My usual systems of playing, you know, an hour. And it's not here anyway. What do we need to? Let's see what we can do. I thought the racers would be too busy investigating the incident to do guard work. But my request went right on through. I was surprised. Didn't think my bodyguard request would go through. But it did. These racers are pretty dependable. I mean, it's kind of our main occupation, you know. Wait, Mister, go in. Don't be shy. Not know from who, but received orders to suspend our inspections. It's pretty weird. Can't imagine what the brass is thinking. Yeah, inspections have been suspended. What a relief. I only heard of what happened to that gang of terrorists. But I'm sure the Royal Army did something about them. One can hope. Because if I try to do 1 hour episodes basically, in a, you know, normal evening scenario, then in Grand Cell that means that I will do like half a turn maybe around all the people available. We're just gonna make it a pain to keep track of who I already talked to and who not. Which means I would either have to lengthen the episodes. Alternatively, yeah, do something like, you know, quadranting the area of Grand Cell, basically. We're like, okay, one evening we do this, then we do this, but that also means that we can't story progress in some episodes, which would be a pain. I don't know, face freeze manatee it. When I get nervous, I can't stop yawning. Yawn! Interesting reaction. I feel of many reactions that people have when they get nervous. Now getting sweaty and stuff. Jeeves questions the order to suspend inspections himself when he heard them. When such an order comes without any news of the terrorist apprehension, how are we supposed to inspire morale in the troops? Can't sympathize with the lieutenant's doubts, but orders still stand. Don't break orders, but we can't reinstitute inspections on those grounds. Yeah, further orders as well. We will therefore continue to enforce inspection protocols as a... Excuse me. Tenet of our official security. We're not going to let anyone suspicious just walk out of the country. I was about to say, even if, you know, you can't directly defy the brass, of course you can't, you can still work within what is technically speaking your duties to, you know, get what you want. Now, some people don't really like it when their subordinates start getting smart with them. Then again, a good subordinate needs to be a certain amount of smart. Otherwise he will never think for himself, and that would be bad. Now, technically speaking, this is also a very good moment because you have your full team where you could level the little teacher up a little bit. Honestly, let's say around level 26 is the most you can do, because after that the drop in XP is just bloody fucking massive. So there is that. Jesus. Suddenly my throat hates me. With a passion. But yeah. You can do it. You don't really need to, honestly. Technically speaking, I think it's more or less that you do it, well, in one way or another, in order to actually get enough time out of to get Estelle to level 27, at which point I think it's actually 27 when Estelle learns her final S-craft, so there's that, you know. It's kinda a you can do, but you don't have to kinda deal. Not a bad deal, but also not a deal you necessarily need to do. Ah, welcome back everyone. Heard all about you from Mao. I hope you'll find any clues around this quiet little town. But have a look around, maybe pick up a souvenir or two. A good salesman always offers his wares. A very understandable thing from a businessman's perspective. Hey, did you hear? Some big crazy thing happened in Zeiss. Get some bracers came in to investigate it. I want to meet a bracer. They're talking to a junior bracer, but still a bracer. Hear about that big incident that happened in Zeiss. Cities sure can be scary. They can. Tom News, isn't it? Big attack in Zeiss. Not to make the front page of the DBL News. You would assume so. Queen's birthday celebration is coming up. What a time for it to come this year. Not true, however, not that worrying about it will change all that much. Got to figure out what we're having for dinner. That's very practical-minded of this woman. I like her. I like it when people can stay practical-minded. No matter what, you will get hungry again. One of those simple rules. No matter how big, you know, your thoughts are. Much you try to get your brain around some philosophy of, you know, this or that nonsense. At the end of the day, at some point, you will just get hungry again and will be like, huh? Yeah. What should I have for dinner? Very important question. Hello again, everybody. Yeah, starting all over looking for your criminals, are ya? So to say we haven't got any clues or heard any more information. Do you want to rest here? You know what? Yeah, why not? Let's take a rest. For 160 mirror. That's highway robbery, woman. Then we go and take a dip in the hot springs because that's gonna heal our CP. We'll be back to life as usual when we go home to the capital. I better take it easy here while I can still have the chance. Yeah, my mind was trying to restructure the sentence and failed horribly. Just a little bit. After talking it over with my wife, I've decided to stay here for a bit longer. And to get back to just before the Queen's birthday celebrations. Guess everybody wants to celebrate a Queen's birthday. Hello there. Still busy? I heard about you guys from Ed. So you're all bracers. Well, good luck. We're rooting for you. Very nice of him. Very nice of him indeed. Oh, is the investigation coming along smoothly? I'm busy as usual here. Then again, it's always just me. At least it's busy. I feel rested up. I get the feeling that if I cast some bait, I'll catch the biggest fish of my life. That won't last when I get fishing while I still feel this motivated. Isn't fishing basically one of those things that's not really required per se to be very much motivated? Because it involves a lot of sitting around and waiting? I think actually it's not true for all fishing. There's stuff like, what was it? The one where you basically... what's it called? Fucking, I think fly fishing or something like this. Where you throw and then you basically immediately start to pull back. Stuff like that. I'm sorry, I'm not an expert. My experience when it comes to fishing is very, very little. Just what I heard. I think that's basically the difference between recreational fishing, where you really just, you know, basically drop some bait and just wait. And sports fishing, where you really do try to play it a bit more active, basically. There are differences, even in fishing. So, lucky just outside. It's so resilient. You're after hearing the terrible news, he's back out playing. Everyone can stay safe living in the ice. What do you mean? That's pretty damn normal. I mean, just take a look around, you know, we have a nice little selection of, you know, more candies for kids. Even though each and every bloody freaking day I hear day in, day out nothing but news of, you know, the war, the nonsense, everything going on in the world. You think that stops fucking children from coming in wanting to buy some fucking candy? Eat it, and, you know, be loud and screechy in front of my store? The answer is of course not. Why would it? Pretty sure at least half the information that comes in probably goes over their head anyway. Which, you know, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I think it's actually better for children to be, you know, a bit not involved. It's gonna get a bit more difficult though, because, well, a lot of the children from the crisis areas, of course, are kinda coming over here, so they will actually go to school here, and that probably will bring a bit more of a direct perspective to, you know, youngest. Oh well. Now then, we have done a little turnaround, so let's pick up the scanner blocky thingy, and then we have to be sneaky. No, where's that thing? Probably where we left it. It's gonna be here somewhere. Maybe in a corner of the lab or the second floor archives? Those are where Grandpa usually does the stuff from his old inventions. And we'll go food. But whatever. Yeah, it's just find the damn thing. Dum 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 dum. I do love the soundtrack of Zeiss though. It is rather nice. Aha, found it. That's the augment that was in our experiment, alright. Oh, can we use it? I think so. If everything performs to specs, then it'll keep a biosensor from working right. Alright, back to the guild then. It's probably finished collecting intel on Fort Leyston by now. There's one thing I can tell you. Having that nice little burden of the exam, at least, well, you know, the written part of me, feels bloody freaking amazing. I feel so much freer right now. And I'd forgotten. I really didn't feel that pressured while I was preparing, but, you know, once it was over, it was like, yeah, it feels like, you know, that 20 or so extra kilo on my shoulders have been disappearing apparently. Give me a second. Jesus. My foot, it was a bit itchy. We have a Kilika, and we have the device. We have it indeed. I've also finished my preparations. Now what I'm about to show you is not to be spoken of anyone else. Oh, you have the map. Fortress. Let's see here. And before we continue, just give me a second while I get our educated guess. Yeah, but look at that. How are they structured? Let's see here. The armory is in the back. I don't know, wouldn't you? I mean, I guess it's a bit of an outcropping on this watch. I don't know how deep down the earth goes. But usually I would probably prefer to have the armory a bit, you know, down below. Because that's probably... I guess on the other side it also needs to be easy enough to accessible to, you know, event. Down there's the landing port, there's the wharf. There's the watchtower, that's gonna be our problem probably. The main gate is of course closed. And we have the courtyard, the barracks, command center, and the research ring. Oh, would you look at that? So the schematics for Leyston Fortress. Wow, sure is big. And Grandpa's in here somewhere. We had to take an educated guess and research ring. Isn't the layout of the fort a military secret? How would the guild get its hands on it? The guild has ways of obtaining information. It is best that you not know. The Racer Guild is a much more complex organization than it may appear. You would do well to remember that. Yeah, okay. We're basically terrorists, yay! At least as far as the state is concerned. Oh, well, the military. The state is probably like, meh, private organization, don't give a shit as long as they pay taxes. I don't think I need to remind you that this is an exceptionally unique case. Relations between the army and the guild have traditionally been excellent in Yibel, even relative to other surrounding nations. It's absolutely crucial that we not cause any ill will. The guild can ill afford hostilities with the army. I make myself clear, Gata. Yeah, I guess. Ever see the man in black clothes? They're going to have a hot date with the business end of my sword. Soldiers or not, I've been looking for them so long. Now, I think they'd be offended if I didn't kick their asses. Do what you must. Just ask that you take no lives. Still Joshua. Legally, I should not entrust the task like this to junior bracers. No, wait a second. I don't like what you're driving at. You're already part of this. Please allow us to see it through to the end. I thought you might say that. I don't intend to stand in your way. But it must be said that your answer to Zeiss. Such, if worst comes to worst, I will accept full responsibility for your actions. You needn't worry. I'm sorry, I've caused so much trouble for you. Now then, Tita. Since you're not a racer, I have no authority over you. Are you truly set in your course? Yes, ma'am, I am. What's this all about? I don't mean... I'm the only one who knows how to operate the device. Actually, Tita, that's a very good point. Shit, she got us there. So, I'm going with you. What? Well, it is a very complicated ointment. I'm sorry. I don't want to cause any trouble, but I have to go too. You gotta be shitting me. Listen, Pipsqueak, I ain't hearing this crap. What the hell are we supposed to do with a kid on a mission this dangerous, huh? But you need me to operate the device. Then forget that idea. We'll find another way to sneak in. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Alright, enough. Right now. You're so damn stubborn. You wanna run that by me again? It is ready. When she said she wants to help. Help will make it easier for us to sneak in. All that improves our chances of getting the result safely. I want to know why you are so against it now, of all times. You little. You ain't thought about her being a civilian. Not a kid besides. Okay, we've put you in danger. I don't like it any more than you do, but we'll keep her safe. Embrace us, that's our job. Smug, Estelle, very smug. I like it. You sure talk a big game for a rookie. And what does experience have to do with this? Bracers aren't the only ones who feel that some people are worth protecting. And supporting that ideal what we're supposed to be all about. My god. I'm sorry that I make you so mad. But my grandpa's everything to me. And I want him to be okay. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure he is. Besides, yep, you would have needed it. Let me do the same for Estelle and Joshua. And for you. You did I'll be good, and I'll follow orders. Please, I'm begging you. Didn't realize you'd put so much thought into this. It's not much thought, it's just emotion speaking basically, but, well, okay. I don't buy it. You want to help us that Betty start getting in the way and follow orders and stay here. You got it? Really don't have any other way to get in there. I'd rather not do this. As be told, I can think of a few thousand things I'd rather do, but I let it slide. This once. He's a softie inside, isn't he? He's like, the kid is melting my heart. I'm getting an overdose of cute. Thank you, I got it. You got no reason to thank me. You fall behind, you get left behind. Just so you know. Alright. So yeah, one of these days. My God is your job. You can just be nice and appreciate what she's saying. Settle down, Estelle. He's just the type who speaks, colorfully when he's embarrassed. It's a defense mechanism. Both of you, shut it. I trust him, matter has been settled. Leibniz will soon be ready to set up. When you're ready, please proceed to the airfield. Will do. Later, Kanika. Take care of talking with the army for us. I have appropriate responses lined up, if they decide to question us. I just keep you. Please be careful. Sounds like a pain in the ass of a mission, doesn't it? But good in this sense, there are no new conversations from the people. We can just as easily go over and start on the sneaky mission. Sneaky, 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 sneaky. Meow, meow. I've been waiting for you. Is everyone ready? Can go anytime. Is the Leibniz ready too? Yeah, we're lucky that last minute military order came through like that. We're just about to head out to Leiston Fortress. Can take off any time. Any time? It'll be hard to leave without, you know, the ship. Still, look down. Aha! Do we have to jump? No, we don't. What the? What's happening to the flight deck? Didn't you know? This place got enough secrets built into it to blow your mind. Gewöhnlich der Gatte. Bloop. Oh no, they're stealing my ship. Well, at least they're giving it back. I don't even want to know just how much weight the hydraulics need to actually carry in this fucking case. I don't know how much more mind I have left to blow. Oh, I'll get used to it. You probably have more left than I do still. And all of this, it's all... I know, it's all Professor Russell's handiwork, right? Tita, I'm gonna try something else. I couldn't agree more. Ooh, look, it's all automatic. Thanks for waiting, guys. So you're gonna take us over, eh? Howdy, Tita. I already heard everything from Murdoch. Hard to believe what happened to the professor. It's up to us to help him out of it. Thank you. Yeah, we owe you. Not at all. I'm the one who owes Professor Russell. Okie dokie, we're ready. We're ready to lift off. But damn, we are. Alright, let's load up. We have to lace the fortress. Please, bring Professor Russell back home safely. Take care of Tita. No sweat. Let's go then. It's gonna be fun. Pretty sure those ships must weigh a lot. I'll be counting on you. Brace us. Hey, wait! Dorothy, yeah, feels a bit left behind. Whoa, cat rush. Dorothy? What's wrong? Oh, Chief. Rest still and crew about that last ship. That's right. How did you know? Beale tipped me. There's big trouble brewing if what my editors told me rings true. I had to let them know before they left. What kind of trouble? Shadows to think how much worse the situation can get. Well, it was totally off the record. It seems some members of the Royal Guardsmen in Dransel were just arrested for treason. What? This be a problem? Fish smells like trouble indeed. This is the container where you will all be hiding. All of your real close friends. Like to be tight space for 4 people. Really, it looks big enough. Only half as big inside as it looks. You'd have cargo in there for camouflage sake. You have yourselves like the filling of a donut. That's not encouraging. We'll be fine. It's all a matter of how you approach the situation. I'll get the job done, but I wouldn't want to take a vacation in there. Alright, say man, you got any augment facilities here or anything? I'm a little off kilter, so I want to change things up. We have an onboard factory of sorts. I've come to make use of it. Not good too. Augment could use a little tune-up after all this been through. This way I got it. Alright. But Listen, Fortress is a 30-minute flight from here. You won't be too comfortable in the container. Better get some rest while you can. Sure thing. Thank you. Something wrong? The flight duration should take about 30 minutes. I'm gonna get the container ready for you guys, so you best go enjoy moving while you can. Then we're gonna get cramped in like sardines, basically. Professor Russell abducted by the Royal Army. This changes so many things. You know the container's fake? It'll ruin the rescue and expose our troops. I've got to concentrate. On what? Well, the cat is aboard. I am sure we can be considered safe and secure. Rayman, we're being swept north-northeast. You son of a... Hurry up and get us back on course. Every minute you play around is putting Professor Russell in greater danger. Just shut it, old-timer. Can't concentrate with you barking me like that. Hey, Rayman, do something about our heading. Wind from Lake Valeria is pushing the stern. Like I couldn't tell we were caught in the wind. But that's causing me to lose my focus, old man. The generation conflict, eh? Looks more like a, you know, cruise liner or something. To some part, at least. Now he's gone. Work the chief. Attending us sooner didn't help either. Show a little trust. Yeah, it's not the sort of situation the way you want to share the information around. I'm sorry to say. God damn it. Why is my lung so fucking busy trying to murder me, yeah? Give me a second. Phew. Very well then. Let's see your combat orbit. Just run a quick diagnostic on it. This isn't... Oh, I just light all up around some new gadget. Well, teacher, is that a fun time? Science! Do I want to fine-tune my own orbment? Nah, I'm pretty happy with what I have actually. Cutscene. Wow, look how high up we are. Been a really long time since I was on an airship. No kidding. Didn't exactly have time to go sightseeing on the sky planet ship. Whether this even really compares. We're in an exceptionally more dangerous situation now than we were at that point. We need to stay alert. There's no telling what might happen. Yeah, I know what you mean. Still having a hard time wrapping my head around the idea of something like this happening in the world, though. It's like the start of something really big. Very prophetic words there, Estelle. My thoughts exactly. Sky bandits, those men in black that were manipulating the mayor of Ruan behind the scenes. We can learn more about them, we might be able to get a solid lead. Not to mention, why they disappeared like that. Yeah. Well, while we're saving the brother, we can look around for clues. Okay, I saw to do it. The middle part of the slot connectors got loose. I will never tell you, you're a busybody. Wanted mods that simple, I could do them myself. Hey, thanks. You're welcome. By the way, how are you feeling? Hope you don't feel all yucky. Yeah, really not my day today, I suppose. At least as far as my lungs are concerned. Yeah, I'm fine. You really don't have to worry. If you really want to worry about someone, worry about yourself. Now's the time to back out. You still want to. Maybe. Now get me wrong. I ain't telling you not to come. Just, aren't you scared? You know we're doing this for the old man. We're still breaking into a military base. Most kids would piss themselves at the idea of doing something this major. How come you're all carefree about it? I'm really scared out of my mind. But if you're sure to still with me, and you're here too. Not being alone makes it easier. I don't have to think about how scared I am. Maybe that's a little stupid. A little. Try incredible. Anyway, worrying is just a waste of time. Sorry. Can I ask you something? Where'd this come from? I was just wondering. Who's Misha? How do you know that name? Told me that when you were poisoned. Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. It's nothing I'm ashamed of. Misha's my kid sister. Oh, you're a big brother. How old is she? Older than me? Well, sort of. I guess she'd be around your age. I guess you haven't seen her in a long time. Work keeps me busy. Let me go home about once a year. Oh, Misha. What's that supposed to mean? Just think that if I had a big brother, I'd want to be with him all the time. Bet she feels the same way. Really? Well, you might be right. If I was more reliable, maybe I'd be with her. We'll be landing at Lacen Fortress soon. All braces to the cargo hold, please. Looks like it's time. Here you are. Time to get packed in like sardines. Yay! Hey, Step. Didn't you hear the announcement? We'll be arriving soon. Yeah, I'm all done getting ready. Did you get everything you need, sweetie? Yeah, yep, you betcha. I even tested the timing. think I should be able to handle the biosensor, so leave that to me. Ah, well now, that's encouraging. We're counting on you, teacher. Right? Why don't we head down to the cargo hold? Not that we have much of a choice. Now then, pack me in, boy. Good, you're here. Well, looks like you've got everything set up. I'm all done with disguising the container. If you just open it up, all you'll see are these plates that are used for fixing ship hulls. But there's another door on this side. Aha! You can tell it's there when it's closed. Nice. Hey, that's pretty cool. I sort of fool the biosensor and allow us to sneak in. Oh, all that's left is for you to pile in. You're folks ready for this? Of course we are. I was born ready. Okay, then you'll need to get in one at a time. Once you're inside, I'll close the hidden door. Understood. I'll go first. Swoop. Man, this is cramped. Don't get it in exactly right. Still? Are you okay? I'm fine. She's totally not fine. Gonna get squishy. There we go. Turn your head this way. Okay. Oh, you're sure? I don't know about holding this pose. I've just got to deal with it. Otherwise we'll never get all four of us in here. Yeah, right. Yeah, we have to do this. Next up is Tita. I gotta chew in the back. We should all fit if we do it that way. Okay, in I go. Sloop. Swallow the little Tita. Oof, sorry still. Oh, Tita, well warm and snuggly. You even smell kind of sweet. Like fresh milk. Hey, don't hug so tight. And I can't breathe. Yeah, not that bad, is it? My, what a squishable cheeks you have. Beep. There, good playing around. Okay, now I'm getting nervous. Hey kids, make a little room. Oof. There, is it too cramped? No, I'm okay. I can hold out. Don't be stubborn. It's too uncomfortable, just say so. Okay. Okay then, I think we're set. Gotcha. I'll close the door. That's one hell of a tight fit. Even just looking at it, it's like, yeah, there's 4 characters in there now. 4. It's a lot. Now make sure we unload this container ASAP after we land. From there, it's all on you. Just be patient and stay calm. Good luck, kids. Thanks, man. We'll do our bestest. Where'd you sit? I'm here, as per your request. Hello, Chief Gustav. I'm sorry to make you come all this way. That however, I'm impressed. I wasn't expecting you to get here so soon. The Royal Military is one of my best customers. You folks are always a priority. Not to mention, the order sounded pretty urgent. I already finished maintenance on the patrol ship. Did something happen? Yeah, nothing significant. Just your usual military matters. Yes, I've heard about the attack on the central labs. I've recently come into possession of a clue which may help us wrap this matter within as little as a few days. No? That's excellent news. Professor Russell is one of my greatest inspirations and benefactors. Hope he hasn't been injured. No, you can relax on that score. Oh, how can you be so sure? Seems that the abductors are demanding a ransom for the professor's safe return. It would suggest that he's unharmed, so I don't think that's a concern. I see. It looks like the Royal Army's forces have this well under control. So, we're planning to do another container check today. I trust you, but regulations must be adhered to. Alright, Grunt, get to work. Roger that, sir. Roger. Nothing unusual here. Next one. This one's clear. Picking up an anomaly on the sensors. Looks like it's alive, whatever it is. What? What is this, maintenance chief? I know, I have no idea. You sure your equipment's in working order? Of course it is. Central lab-made biosensor. If you say so, it's probably just a mouse or some such. Hardly worth making such a fuss over, is it? Regulations are regulations. Surround that container, man! Alright, open it up. Huh? Spooked by the cat. Now it's just Francois. When did you sneak off, huh? Okay, so what's with the cat? His name's Francois. He lives at the Central Labs. Guess he sneaked out to the lab nets. He certainly gave me quite a shock. False alarm, I guess. Meow? Well, I suppose that one can't blame a cat for being a cat. Hey you, if you like it here, you're welcome to stay for a while. Hey now, I'll try to tempt him. Yeah. Meow. Meow. Back to the ship. I think I'm getting the cold shoulder. Haha, too bad. Still, the biosensor is a pretty impressive piece of work. But for it, the truck would have been packed away in storage. But it is of Central Lab make. Right, man. Check the other containers. Yes, sir. Didn't you already check those? I appreciate your efforts. I'll bring the containers in tomorrow, so we can return to the barracks for now. Pardon me, Major. How long is the current emergency command structure expected to last? That's right. The army, sir. Why do we have to associate with them? It's not that I don't understand what you're getting at. It's not a place of a soldier to question the orders of a superior officer. Besides, you don't know who is watching or listening. Discretion is a must at all times. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. I feel guilty. Yeah, Major, I have entered to report. Captain Amalthea has come and wishes to speak with you, sir. I see. Very well. I suppose I'll have to see what the little vixen has to say. Success. Phew. Yeah, can't feel my legs anymore. You okay, Tita? Yeah, just a little fuzzy in the head, so. Glad we got the equipment to work. Yeah, nice job. It's a tight situation, literally, but you stepped up. Thank you, Agatha. And Rush showing up like that really spooked me. Yeah, just right to the next container over. Thought we'd be discovered for sure. I think the chief put him in there on purpose. False alarm got these soldiers to relax. He kept a cool head though. Must sound like something the chief would do. Definitely a man not to mess with. Now, we have to get moving. We're somewhere close to the airship port. Yeah, obviously. We need a plan, or else we'll never find the professor. So still, check the map and tell me which way we should go. Huh? Why are you asking me? I'll let the test of how observant you are. I'm short, so let's have your answer. Pretty damn obvious. The research wing, where else would they hide the professor? Well, well, I'm not surprised. Just leave it to me. Good job, kid. Don't get cocky. It's your take, Joshua. I agree with her. Since it's a standalone facility, it's probably the best place to make use of the professor's talents. I think you're right. We don't have much time, so let's go check it out. Agatha, do we have an exit strategy? Alright. The lake on either side of the airship port has a wharf. Once we get the old man, we can steal a boat from there. Okay, got it. Alright, let's go check out the research area. You stay close, Tita. Okay. Now this is where the game, for a moment, a singular moment becomes an asshole to you. Let me explain why. This mission is, as it kinda states rather obviously, a sneaking mission. Which means you're not supposed to be fighting. Obvious, isn't it? The problem is... Not this list. Where is the right list? How do I open it again? Like this. Rolling, pose Zeiss. As you can see, I'm missing 3 enemies in the Zeiss area. Oh, those 3 enemies excuse me, are in this fortress. There's soldiers you can fight here. Now you have to make a choice here. If you want the full BP, the full bracer points, you cannot fight them. You will have to avoid fighting them like the plague. Which means what you need to do is make a save here, because, well, sneaking is my speciality, mildly. But yeah, as you can imagine, that's the problem. I think those you can actually fight, but just in case we will load and try to avoid them. Because I think the real sneaky part only really starts when you actually get the professor. But yeah, that is one of the enemies that are in your list. That you would need to get your bloody freaking monster book to 100. It kind of leaves you with little choice than to actually redo it. All you can really do is play the game multiple times and do at least one run where you don't care for max BP. That's the sort of thing that sits really, really not well with me. Ba-da-ba-dum. No, I know them. Black Cadillac soldiers, eh? And this is where the sneaking officially starts. Yeah. But they are here. Near ship from the tower. I thought they must be military. They look nothing like the regular soldiers though. They're probably a special force. Need to practice covert ops. No wonder that they are so tough. So, is my grandpa in there? That's looking more likely. If we try to take them on here, we only have a rough time of it. You're right. Cause a disturbance, we'll get swamped by the soldiers inside. Isn't there some way we can get inside without getting spotted? Hey, can't we get in from here? No, there are iron bars over the windows. Making any noise is going to get even tougher. Oh, jackpot. Huh? Well. I can't thank you enough, Professor Russell. I work on finding a means of controlling this gospel. It was of great help. On behalf of the Intelligence Division, I extend my deepest gratitude. Should have known that you were behind all of this. Colonel Richard, Chief of Intelligence. Hard to believe you once served under Cassius. Ah yes, you and he were friends, if my memory serves me correctly. Looking for him, actually. Now we've yet to pin down his exact location. We have some idea of where to base his search. We'd be happy to have that information. I don't know. Not that I'd tell you if I did. Well, no matter. If perchance the gospel were to have been delivered into his hands, then I'm afraid it would have presented a problem. However, even if you were to show his face now, you would have no means of stopping this current. The Black Augment. Only gospel as you call it. Just want to know what you plan to do with it. Scratch that. First and foremost, I want to know where you even acquired something that bizarre. I imagine my source would rather that entity be kept a secret. Our intentions? Well, they will become evident very soon. The time, Professor. We'll be happy to release you. All asks is that you wait. And you're going to just let a witness to your crimes go free. I assume then that you intend to do something on a grand scale. Leave the particulars up to your fertile imagination. That said, come the dawn when everything is realized, you'll assist in our research. This invention will bring liberal riches like none ever before seen. Not interested. Please, Professor, I want to finish before you give your answer. It would truly be a pity if she were to come into some peril if you were unable to help her. You threaten her to get to me? Chut, Captain Amaltheon. Looks like your renowned powers of persuasion are not as elegant as they once were. Pardon me, then. One would say that she has a unique sense of humor. Don't want any misunderstandings between us. You must understand that we are only soldiers. And you have my word that no civilians will be involved. Safe for you, of course. We're doing this out of some twisted sense of patriotism. Ah, nice black augment that can shut down all willpower. I see. So that's your plan, is it? Pardon me. Hello, Lieutenant. The Colonel is presently in a meeting. He wants no interruptions. No, that's alright. Give me your report, Lieutenant. There's been activity in Grancel. White wings were caught in the net, just as you planned. My goodness. Check and mate. Now, Professor, will you please excuse me? Major Sid, see to the Professor and make sure he's comfortable. Yes, sir. Major Sid really doesn't like that, does he? Is there anything you need, Professor? I can get you set up with any of the standard amenities. I'm fine. I used to believe that you were different from the others, that you were a good, upstanding man. Apparently, I greatly overestimated you. My apologies. You've been abducted by rebels, you see. Rebels against the Queen. Nameless, unknown rebels. Stress that fact, and I might even let you write a letter to your granddaughter. Get out of my sight. Yes, you wish. What understandable statement so far? So, Colonel Mitchell was the man behind all this trouble. Does it look like he wants to find my dad? Yeah, I wonder what that's all about. And who was that masked man? Of course that bastard would show up now. And there he goes. Seems rather good for me. Say or leave. Grand plans. But what will come of them? Question for the ages, I'd say. Now, things have gotten interesting. You wanted to settle the score with him, but I've got a job to do, and that takes precedence. Since the wind is no-go, you'll have to take out the guards. Make this quick and clean. Right? Yeah, sure. Hey, are you listening? Still? Are you okay? Hey, I'm out of it. It's not like you to freeze her. Sorry, I just spaced out. Are you sure you're feeling okay? I'm fine. It's no big deal. I have to take out the guards by the entrance, right? Yep. Let's get a move on. Now, let me check. Just easy peasy lemon squeezy what's going on. Or whatnot. Good. Everything seems to be still in working order. I'm really to be part of the Grand Cell operation. But no, I'm left here, fighting an old man. We do so much for the kingdom, and for a dream, all on the colonel's name. Just the life of an intelligence division special ops, I suppose. God damn it. Where the colonel's hands and eyes. If you ask me, to the colonel's ass. What? It can't be. I got to cross now. You're too damn slow. And just because it's enjoyable, I'm going to murder you now. Just because I got it freaking can. Now then, let's see who stays standing. Not A1. Yeah, sucks to be you. It's no fun when someone gets back at you for making a fool of him, huh? It's not to carry a grudge, you know? Now, it's a race against time. We have to get the professor out as quickly as possible. Right. So you're back. Enough, I told you I don't want any... Teacher, you must be dreaming. New. Thank goodness you're here. Way, a lot of where. It isn't a dream. You lot. Hey, Professor, you don't look like you're feeling so hot. Dr. Chief Murdoch asked us to come and get you out of here. I'm impressed. You actually sneaked in here. So much like your father. Not a lick of common sense between the two of you. Hey, old man. Sorry to interrupt your little vacation, but we need you to get ready for a jailbreak. Don't have a lot of time. Who are you? Looks like you came from the wrong side of the barn. You can tell that at least. You have a head like a chicken. Say that again, you cheeser. Nice one, Professor. Remember, you shouldn't say mean things like that. Sagata is a senior bracer over Estelle and Joshua. Well now, I had no idea. Come to think of it, I think I've heard Cassius mention your name before. Something about a bad seed who was always sulking about one thing or another, I believe. Oh, this fucking bring your neck, old man. Now, calm down. Professor, we have to save the explanations for later. For now, we need to get out of here. Quick even. Anything you want to bring with you? Can we carry the capital unit? We leave it behind. I know that those fools will just misuse it again. Understood. Range orbital calculator. Diddle-dum. I've been using it in my research to find a means of controlling the black augment. I wasn't able to discern its physical composition, but I did have some success with the control method. It means that these fools will be able to cause that phenomenon to reoccur whenever they want. I'm sorry still, Joshua. I hate that it's being so grievously misused. You went to all the trouble of bringing it to me. Believe me, we understand. With Tita's safety on the line, can't imagine any of us would have done any differently. Besides, it's our fault that you two got caught up in this to begin with. The love of ideas. We don't have time for you to give your speeches. We're all set, and we have to go. Get your asses in gear. As fast as the old man's slipped disc will let you. Very clever. Haven't let any young man beat me yet. I'm not about to start now. Come on, both of you. Well, now we have a civilian to guard. Just be a problem. Do I want to make a save? I want to make a save. You think we'll just let you escape? Yeah, I was hoping so. What's that? Guess the jig is up. It appears we have an intruder. Get out there and start searching, man. Platoons 1 through 4 will go through the airship port and the docks. Establish a blockade. 5, 6, and 7 will search the barracks, watchtower, and research facilities, respectively. Platoon 8 will accompany me to headquarters. That is all. Move out! Yes, sir! Nyum. Crap, here come the soldiers. So they're putting the squeeze on the airship port and the docks. And the major knows what he's doing. Yeah, that's what you expect from the CO of a 4th Defense Regiment. What should we do? Where do we go? Now, leaving by the docks is going to be tricky. We need to avoid the guards and find another way out. Save again. Sasa. Sasa. So, okay, where was the exit? I think I remember. I think it's down here. Well, that's some mound faces. Lots of sky bandits. Hey, don't you think it's awful noisy outside? Sounds to me like someone's breaking in. Say what? Who's breaking in? Who is allowed to break in till we break out? Nobody. Easy, bro. You know your simple little escape plan, whatever. Beep, 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 beep. This looks like the dungeon. No, it's a lot bigger than the dungeon at the Hacken Gate. Huh? Wow. You? You guys are. You're those punks from before. Well then, long time no see. Okay, you guys are being held here. How have you been? Hey, we don't need your damn pity. The thing you're good for is handing a poker. For brains. Please, I was just trying to be polite. Make you feel better, insult me all you want. What? I'll try to play it cool. I'm assuming you know these folks. They're the Cabo Sky Bandits. They hijacked the airliner. Yeah, I've heard stories about them. They use a very high-powered airship, don't they? It's of imperial make, but I'm curious about the specs. Yeah, it's got a top speed of 2,300 cells per hour. I mean, why should I have to answer your questions? I have to be petty. I don't think this is the right time to ask me about that kind of stuff. Wait just 1 damn minute. Why you brace us here in the first place? You're the cause of that siren? Well, sorry we intruded. No fair! You didn't shoot us right! Hey, it's out of here! You know. Yeah, that was a surprise. Come to think of it, those guys have some connection to the Man in Black, right? But they got arrested by Colin and Richard, which means... maybe the Colin is trumping it up as one of his accomplishments. Maybe Major Delmo was used in a similar fashion. Yet someone just can't seem to muster up any sympathy for him. We're wasting time here. Got to find another escape route. Now, if I try to leave, I should be trapped, if memory serves. Hey, did you find them? No, they've searched the barracks top to bottom. Same goes for the watchtower. Now that leaves us headquarters. Over there, we can report to the Major that we've gone over the place with a fine-toothed comb. No, I think they're coming this way. Shit, this is a blind alley too. Come on, this way. Hey, did you hear something? Yeah, I think it's at this way. It's no time. You don't want to be caught, do you? I don't think I misheard that. Don't have a choice. I might as well give it a shot. Come on, just down the corridor. Hey, Joshua, you recognize that voice? Yes, it sounds familiar. Does it now? Quickly, get inside. Hey now, this room is... I don't know what he's intending, but we don't have any other choice but to keep going. Bam. That was spectacularly close. I knew it. Lock it, just to be on the safe side. Got it? What are you planning? You're the CEO of Lacen Fortress. Didn't Colin Richard order you to keep me locked up? I'm very sorry about that. He's already seized control of the Royal Armed Forces by using his position in the Intelligence Division. The main generals were given the choice of obeying him or being imprisoned. General Morgan refused to obey him, and as such is currently imprisoned at the Hard Gate. That stubborn old man. This is getting serious. What the hell? I feel things are bad. Not that bad. When did the military structure get that fragile? Unfortunately, servants of military ranks has been breaking down since the end of the war. Particularly since the top brass haven't stopped embezzling and accepting bribes. Colonel Richards has took advantage of the situation. I see, I was able to make use of the military's existing corruption into weakness to seize control. Precisely. With General Morgan in custody, leaves Colonel Richard as the man in charge of the entire Royal Armed Forces. That's sorrowful. What about Queen Alicia? Doesn't supreme command of the army rest with the Queen? Mysteriously enough, Queen Alicia has kept silent on the matter. Royal Guardsmen are actually being sought for questioning on suspicion of treason. Treason? Lieutenant Schwartz too. The attack on the Central Factory has been pinned on the Royal Guardsmen. There's even photographic evidence, as I understand it. There's these pictures. Yet, that just doesn't sound right. The factory was all messed up. And Grandpa was kidnapped. Agatha was almost killed. You can't just go around blaming people for something like that. I really don't know what to tell you. Never disobey a direct order from a superior officer. If I never voiced my objections, no fault still lies with me. No, this will not make up for all I have done, and I was hoping it would go some way to atoning for my actions. I've had a hard half of it, ain't ya? If that all you've said is true, then I suppose I can forgive and forget. I've been prepared to brain you with a wrench, so I've not that hard head. Pity. I'm sorry. Grandpa, that was a joke, dear. Okay, I've got everything, but what are you planning to do now? You're planning on hiding us until the heat dies down? No, I have a much better solution. There's a way for you to escape the fortress through this room. Through this room? How? I get it. There's a secret passageway or something, right? Very astute boy. Nice. Very practical. Makes sense for a military control room. Not bad. Not bad at all. This emergency escape hatch leads to an underground aqueduct. The road set up there, so you should be able to use it and escape. Legally, even me telling civilians about it would net me 10 years in prison. Even if military regulations won't forgive me, I think IDOS probably will. Alright, we'll use it. I'll go down first. Then the old Manatita. Sidnesha, I want you to watch our backs. Got it? Roger that. Travel Mayor. Well, thank you very much. Well then, that just leaves us. Thank you for everything, Mayor. Thank you very much, indeed. In your debt. I need to thank me. To be honest, I was expecting that since the moment I first saw you. What? You mean when we met at the front gate? Yes, as soon as I heard you last time. Well, you are the children of Colonel Cassius, are you not? You mean my dad really had a rank that high? Richard may be a colonel now, but he served under your father back in those days. My dad was a real hero, and thanks to his efforts, we were able to defeat Albonia in the war 10 years ago. Being as yours children, I'm not surprised that you found out the truth and came to help the professor. Really? You never said anything about being any kind of military hero. Are you okay, Major? Intruders have been spotted in the dungeon. The last likely place for them to be is in Central HQ, sir. Your orders. Trapped. Acknowledged. I'm right there, so put the facility on high alert. One, you need to go. Okay. Let's use us then. Flee, we must. Let's get the living daylights out of me. What's the deal with the slide? Looks like some kind of secret waterway. Come on, let's catch up. Deep, deep. You're here. This way. You're late. What took you so long? Sorry, we just got into a conversation about my dad. Sorry for the hold up. You can go ahead and take off. Alright, hang on to your hats. Escape. Successful. That's what we call skill. Schnuck in, schnuck out. None was any wiser. Yeah, I managed to make it out. Guess they haven't started patrolling over here yet. Major Sid may be keeping them busy. If we waste any time here, they're probably going to have to deal with a pursuit force. Got to get the brother somewhere safe or else. Still, you're sure? Oh, it's okay. No need to worry. Of course, we'll be here to protect both of you. No, you're too full back. Yeah? What do you mean? The judges knows my face all too well by now. Same goes for Tito and the old man. They've got no idea you two are involved. Unless old Sid blabs. I'm getting out here and taking them with me. We'll lay low for a while somewhere safe. I understand. The fewer people implicated in this, the better. I never wanted Tito to get wrapped up in this in the first place. Think about them taking hostages to force cooperation makes the most sense for us both to get out of here. Oh, wait just a damn minute. He asks us to turn our backs on you just to keep ourselves safe. It's totally bonkers. Could never agree to that. But you're sure? Actually, I agree with Agatha's assessment. Huh? According to the theory of retreat and cover, the more people there are together, the greater the chance of detection. It says Agatha will stand a better chance of helping them get away on his own. I understand how you must feel, but for now, we really need to do what Agatha says. Nice one, you're sure? Exactly what I was getting at. Now, I need you to be a good girl and withdraw. I get your idea. In theory. You don't agree when I can see it written all over your face. So, how about I send you in on an important mission instead? Something I certainly can't do myself, given the circumstances. Huh? First I want you to go to Grancel. Then you must speak with Her Majesty, Queen Alicia, in Grancel Castle. I must what? What's this all about? The aforementioned Black Ornament. Originally somehow fell into Colin Richard's hands. He referred to it as the Gospel. Gospel, as in religious teachings. Certainly an ominous sounding name. Apparently this Gospel was taken from the Intelligence Division, but by whom I couldn't say. For that, I'd wager that it was probably sent out in a package addressed to Cassius. However, Intelligence caught the wind of a little blackout from before. I must have realized the Black Ornament was involved, and here in Zeiss. I suspect that was their true objective in attacking the factory. They came to retrieve this Gospel. Really? I see. Explains a lot. Colonel Richard has some kind of plan to use it in the capital. Unless I miss my guess, something very bad is coming. Her Majesty must be informed of this at once. You mean the shutdown of orbital power? No. Perhaps if it's used... I'm sorry. Anything more I say would be pure conjecture. Regardless, the Queen must be made aware of this Gospel as soon as possible. I'm more concerned with that than with my own escape. I swear. Put it like that, and I feel like a jerk for wanting to say no. If you'll allow us, we'll accept your request. I appreciate it. Still, you're sure. We've got to part ways for a little bit, Tita. I'm sorry. I'd hoped that we could stay together. No, you don't have to apologize. Just helped me so much. And you teach me like a little sister. Thanks for helping my grandpa. And thank you for being my friend. It's very nice. Yes, do love them very much. We all wish we could take Tita with us. She's a little cutie. Parting with such sweet sorrow and all that. But we have no choice. Maybe you can save the tears for when we see each other again, you know? You can be a real jerk. But I guess this is where we part ways too. What's happened, but you told us so much by letting us work with you. Thank you, Agatha. Don't call me that. It creeps me out. Look who's so embarrassed. Yeah, really fires us adored here. Hey, Yosha, don't let her get too out of control, you hear me? Not half bad in combat, but there's more to being an adult than just that. That's any of your business. Just defer to me. You take care as well. Take care of teacher and the professor. I will. Right then, let's get a move on. Farewell, children of Cassius. Stay safe, both of you. You too, Tita. Adios, both of you. Be careful out there. Well, there she goes. Oh, shoot, I should have actually unequipped her, shouldn't I? But I did not. Let's see. I knew it would take me a while. Which is why I smartly decided to start a bit earlier, because otherwise we would not be able to actually end this chapter. Chloe, this way. Finally off the scenic road. What we do now? Please, exit onto the Royal Avenue from here and head to Groundsel. The men are causing enough of a diversion that security should be stretched pretty thinly. Everything looks okay to keep on the bracelet without getting spotted. I understand. What about you? I'll hold the enemy off here. I'll be able to buy you a little extra time. No, you can't. I go on my own. I'll fight at your side. We all have something to protect. I will stay here for my convictions and my duty. And most importantly for you, my lady, leave my impertinence, but you are of paramount importance to me. I will guard you with my life, as only did you remember me as your friend and confidant. I understand you, Julia. Please, promise me you won't do anything reckless. That we will meet again in better circumstances and take tea with my grandmother. Bake for you and try a new recipe to bake you something sweet and delicious. That's good. I could use something sweet right now. I look forward to it. Now, please hurry. Seek, look after her for me. Yay, Seek again. Well now, I finally caught up. That's quite a lot of an assortment for just one person. 3 men and 5 dogs. Think you underestimate me. As he taught me how to wield a blade, time to truly use it has come. Aye. Julia Schwarz, Commander of the Royal Guardsmen, will not yield. That ain't gonna be an easy fight though. Teak. Ah, little powerful birdie. 3? I'll be right. I want you to go back to see Julia. You can't bear to just leave her. Scream! Thank you. Power bird. Just like you said. Duty is much less light there this way. I have to get to the bracelet quickly. Rain. Now around when St. Joshua was supposed to arrive in town. Can't be. Well, that's a bit of a pain in the ass. Detachment Division Special Ops vessel. Actually operating in broad daylight. Oh. Well. My, fancy meeting you here. Yeah, excuse me. Chloe Wins. Enrolled in the Social Studies program at the Janus Royal Academy. Would have a quick word with you. Our best laid plans, eh? The Erebonian Embassy. A dark cloud looms over the royal city, and yeah, it signals a passion most black. So fascinating a shade of black it seems. You're such an idiot. Am I perchance dreaming? Muller, my boon companion, have you come all this way, all the long roads from the imperial capital, just to see me? How delicious. On what wind did you fly? Hi there. Wind? What are you talking about? Maybe because I've had to follow your stupid ass all over Idio's damn creation. Have any idea how much time this has cost me? Please, my dear, don't hide behind such base profanities. Lips spit venom, but the fire in your eyes shows depths of worry that drove you onward to my side. Ah, love, it is truly blind. That doesn't even make... No more words, Stimula. Fly to my embrace. Okay, Mia, I'm trying to bring information that you asked for. I guess you'd rather hack than talk. No, I'm hoist with my petard. Very well, let us talk. Yes, like sane people. As you wish. What news, my lord? What news for your humble Olivier? No? No? Alright, no clowning then. Don't play like this, brother. You have a man some information. Lay it on me, man. You're making me stupider just by being around you. Okay, I tell you, just stop opening your mouth and making sounds come out of it. Huzzah! Getting the guy we were talking about before. I managed to pick up his tail. From what I found, he was at one of the Erebonian bracer guilds until about a month ago. Oh. For the past several months, all of the guild branches in the Empire have been attacked, one after another. Seems you were supposed to be investigating why. Attacked, you say? Should think it unlikely, but might these have been perpetrated by some military unit somewhere? You picked up on it too. Not the world of 10 years ago anymore, though. As I know, no military force has been given marching orders. I bet that someone hired Jaegers to pull this off. Anyway, our boy's trail stopped for a while, right when that case was solved. Oh dear, oh dear. Took such pains coming to Lebel, and it would seem that I was following a wild goose. I guess so. But the man we're after isn't here. There's no real reason to stick around, is there? That storm you were talking about is going to be worse than expected. A lot worse. You should come back to the Imperial capital before you get caught in it. Ever a jester. How could I bear to part with the opportunity to play a role in the finest opera ever? But tell me you're not actually thinking of... I am, right? You might say already in costume. Sadly, the lead is unavailable, so the understudies must be used. You have the utmost faith that between the two of them, they will put on a grand performance. Everybody's scheming like a bitch. Final chapter. Turmoil and the Royal City. Legend of Heroes. Trails in the sky. And while this shit is going on, we are just like, okay, back to business. We're able to get the professor out safely. Even got the logic unit back. Don't even have the words. Thank you, most of you. No, we didn't really do all that much. Really, we were just there as backup for that. Really want to express your gratitude. I suggest you direct it towards him. He kept the professor safe. I certainly will. It'd be nice when all this craziness ends. What we can do now is put our faith in Agatha. It does seem that Colonel Richard has something in mind for Bransel, however. He means to use that, like augment, that thing he called the gospel. Yeah, I don't know exactly what it's used for. We've been asked by the professor to talk to Her Majesty about it. Ouch. But now things have gotten very, very serious. Pretty sure that the professor is on good terms with her. It's not unusual for him to have access to top secret information. Anyway, that's the gist of our request from him. Unlikely as it sounds. Vilika, do you think it would be safe for us to go to Bransel, given the current climate? There's currently no evidence to suggest that you were involved with the security breach at the fort, so it should be fine. Indeed, I'd advise you to go there before a full investigation is begun. Quite likely that a thorough search of the central factory will be performed. Agreed. Which it's now the time to figure out what to do about it. Wish of you the best of luck on your journey. Please be sure to deliver the professor's message. You can count on us. Consider it in Her Majesty's hands. Take care of yourself, Mr. Murdoch. Yeah, now it's not the time to let my guard down with the army around. I'll be off now. Safe journey to you two. Well then, guess there's no time like the present, huh? Try to get an audience with Her Majesty as soon as we can. That's the plan. We need to take the next airline out. It'll take us half a day to reach Bransel on foot, which would only take an hour. Yeah, that's true. I thought it'd be cool to walk all the way around the kingdom, but oh well. Alright, wait just a moment. Making a nice little phone call, Bracer Guild. Good afternoon, always a pleasure. Yes, if you would please. Due to Bransel, right. Yes, mail it to the usual account. Thank you, goodbye. What was that all about? Is that the reception desk at the terminal? Yes. You have guaranteed seats on a Bransel-bound airliner. You're paying your way, so all you need to do is check in. Also, take this with you. Recommendations! Oh, wait, what? CD isn't necessary. You've already done so much for us. The tickets are simply a business expense related to delivering the professor's message. Letter of recommendation is for the superlative job you did in rescuing the professor. Accept it and be proud of what you've accomplished. Thank you, Vilika. And with that we are Julio Brazer's first class. And get a gladiator belt. Basically that's the a report on the factory incident. If you fight all the smoke canisters you get the first +8 to the BP. That's also for having the making the right choices, who is responsible and stuff. And the +6 on the other quest is for correct dialogue choices and not getting caught. If you get less than +6 on the second one, the 10 +6 in my case, you got spotted or you gave a wrong choice. Thank you for everything. I believe I said before that this is simply my duty. Your flight leaves at 11. You don't want to get to the terminal before then, so as to have time to check in. Adios keep you. Be well in your travels. We will. Thank you again. With that we have officially finished all days, basically in Zeiss. Which means, of course, we'll have basically one last look around Zeiss next time, where we do our final round and speak to everyone, and then it is up to Gransel. Which means we will have a nice little introduction on the area of Gransel, and I can already tell you, the area is large. The area is large and there's lots of people in it. The city of Gransel is itself pretty. Would you not be... excuse me. Where was I? Oh yeah, the city is large. I think it's like 4 blocks or so, just a city with lots of businesses and stuff in it, so more than enough, you know, talking to do. To put it mildly. But yeah, this was a rather nice evening event, I must say. I feel rather refreshed. Sadly, this will not last long. I have like, not if things go well, a 6-month normal work schedule planned ahead, and then I'll have to do some preparations for the verbal hearing. I mean, you know, it's hard to prepare for that, honestly. The scenario is basically rather easy. You get invited to the main building, basically, where the whole state-wide organization is based around here, which means it's a bit of a travel, but not that much. Because funnily enough, while usually, you know, all of the school system is based by state, so each individual state is responsible, the dual training system we have, the other party basically is a whole nationwide one organization. And those are also the ones who have been made responsible actually well, making the exams on one hand and also checking them. And so for the verbal hearing, you need to kind of go to them and be like, yo, bit of a pain of a travel, but yeah. Then you get basically 2 cases presented that you have to choose from. Then you get like, I don't know, 15 minutes or so in preparations. You get some paper, you get a pen, you get your case. Then you have 50 minutes to make some notes, and well, then you have to give them a bit of a spiel about it. Explain the situation in as much detail as possible. Usually they will just let you talk the way through it, and you know, interject with questions and stuff like this if they feel like you're not precise enough or that you're missing some specific terminology or something, which can be a pain in the ass a bit, depending on what case you have, of course. But it's not really something you can, in the classical way, study for. All you can really do is go through your basics again and make sure that you are well set out, and then hope that your examiner is actually capable of understanding that nobody is as good as they usually are while being examined like that. But just because, you know, it's a combination of nervousness and stuff like that. So, you know, usually they're well aware of that, and they do try to let you get through in a good way. Of course, because, you know, they don't really have any interest in unnecessarily blocking you. Why would they? So I'm not too worried about it, but it will require, as soon as I have some concrete date when this is supposed to be happening, to do some more of the basic pitch studying. It will take a bit of time, of course, but generally speaking, probably not as much as the process now. I'm still somewhat looking forward to that. With that in mind though, after we had some fun here, I will have to beat you at you for the moment, sadly enough. It's still during the week and I still have another full day ahead of me. Since I do have some experience, some of my quote-unquote classmates, because, well, it's hardly fitting considering that it's a half-school system, half-practice. Yeah. No, let's actually just go with schoolmates, that sounds fitting enough. A lot of them actually took a nice little, you know, vacation. I mean, by the state's law, as an employer, you actually have to give your little trainees the day before any exam and the day of the exam free anyway. So most of them were smart enough to be like, if I put in some vacation days after this, I can get a whole week at a reduced, you know, vacation day amount that I need to invest. Smart of them, wasn't it? Sadly, not really an option. That's kind of like, you know, when we were finished with the fucking witness, it was like, yeah, if you want to see your results before your employer, you can go on the website of the nationwide thing and log in with the data. They were like, oh, you can get it before your employer. They was like, okay, and what if you basically employ yourself? They was like, yeah, that sucks. She kind of looked strange at me, but, you know, not like she can really fault me for that. But yes, thank you very much for dropping by. It is highly appreciated, and this game is really kind of enjoyable in its own little special way, isn't it? Quite different from what we usually play sometimes, but, well, you know, not bad at all. But yeah, let me see. I see no one on the left side, I see no one on the right side. That is easily nameable. So let us just address the others, the lurking ones. Makin, basically, because, well, it's kind of what I usually do. Sadly, time zones. For example, you know, the guys that usually drop by, like the strategy member or the Chronos sometimes. A whole stampede of them, actually. They are too doing some streaming here and there, as far as I'm aware, but usually when I'm, you know, actually having some free time, or quote-unquote free time in the office where I'm actually at the PC and I could actually, you know, at least watch somewhat along, they usually don't stream. I hate different time zones sometimes. Would be fun to actually, you know, do it, but the problem is when they are streaming, I usually have also doing some streaming, so, you know, if I have a choice between watching one and doing one, our scale is kind of, you know, a bit uneven there. Well, maybe at some point. We'll see, we'll see. Just a little gripe. But yes, thank you very much, my little lurking ones. You feel appreciated too. Pat yourself on the shoulder for a job well done. Indeed. Oh, excuse me. I'm still a bit tired after all of this nonsense. And yeah, see you all again soon, as in, well, tomorrow. Less surprising, I know, than many would expect with, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I did finally find another area, but Elden Ring, I'm basically sitting right in front of a boss battle, and I kinda don't feel like the challenge. Maybe some more Yakuza, because that can also be very much hilarious, honestly. Well, maybe we'll finish off this nice little area here, but who knows? We'll see. Until then, once again, have a good one, and